Hey guys, it's Will from Learnerator, and in this edition of AP Micro Mondays, we're going to quickly review the case of monopolists and the deadweight loss associated with the monopolists. So what we know about a monopolist is that they do not set price equal to marginal cost. And that's because that's the situation of perfect competition. Instead, what they do is they set marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. And so if we think about our typical supply and demand curves, we have a price and quantity axes, and we're going to have a downward sloping demand curve as well as a marginal revenue curve that is twice the slope of the demand curve. And we may also have an upward sloping marginal cost curve. And so in addressing this question of the monopolist and the deadweight loss associated, we first need to look at what it would be in the case of perfect competition, where price equals marginal cost. Well, that occurs where demand intersects marginal cost, and that would happen here. And so this would be the price at perfect competition. This would be Q1. And then what we know is that marginal revenue intersects marginal cost here. And therefore, the monopolist would set price right here. And so that would be the price of the monopolist. And this would be Q2. So what has happened as a result of the monopolists entering the market? So in this case, clearly the monopolist is limiting the output, and they're also increasing the price. So the summary here is a monopolist will increase the price, but they will decrease the quantity provided in the market. So now let's think about what the respective regions would be for the monopolist situation. In this case, the consumer surplus, which we can denote by the color red, would be this region right here. It's the difference between what consumers are willing to pay and what they actually paid. So that would be the consumer surplus. And then now let's think about what the producer surplus would be. So in this case, the producer surplus would be everything below that point right here. And then that leaves us with a deadweight loss, which is everything that's no longer in the optimal scenario as it was before, which is going to be this gap right here. This triangular gap right here would denote the deadweight loss, and that's because the monopolist is limiting the output when in optimal market situation they would have originally set their output at Q1. And so this is the deadweight loss. This is what this video is about. And that pretty much covers it for this video. The main things to remember when you come across monopolists is, they set marginal revenue equal to marginal cost rather than price equal to marginal cost. And from there, just identify the three respective regions of consumer surplus, producer surplus, and deadweight loss.